Hey everybody, I'm Sin. Welcome to the Book Nook. Today we're going to be talking about a book I read recently called Ready Player One. This book was made into a movie by Steven Spielberg, and it is a book about video games. So the whole premise for this is it takes place in the year of 2045, and we've destroyed the planet because climate change is a bitch and everything is kind of just crappy, and people don't like living in the real world, so they escape through this virtual reality system called Oasis. And most people have grown up with it, and that's where they go to school. There's like a virtual school in there and anything you can imagine. So they have a whole library system. There's all these different planetary systems. You can purchase your own planet. You can basically do whatever. If you can imagine it, it's probably in the Oasis. And this was created by this eccentric creator of the name Halliday, who is just a video game lover. It kind of has like, it follows his story and how from his first video game console till up into the current reality of starting his own company and creating video games, and then creating this whole virtual reality world called the Oasis. So he passes away, and he does not leave an heir to his millions and millions of dollars. And so what he has decided to do, it's in virtual reality, so he creates a virtual reality image of himself and announces this whole contest to win his money. So, obviously this attracts millions and millions of people to try and solve like all these different puzzles to try and figure out where Halliday's Easter egg is. And if you get the Easter egg, you win the game and you win all the money and you win Oasis itself. So this follows the story of the main character, Wade Watts, who is his Oasis persona is Parsival. It also has, I guess the main antagonist would be the IOI corporation, basically an evil money hungry corporation that has all these resources at their fingertips, and they can hack into shit and basically cheat to try and win this thing, and they want to take over the Oasis and monetize everything and make it super unaffordable for like your everyday Joe to be able to take part in the Oasis. It seems the plot's as old as time, right? David and Goliath, basically. So basically there are 3 keys that have to be found in order to open these 3 different gates to get to this Easter egg. And it's a crazy competition. And so there's a scoreboard on a website, and for 5 years it sits there and no one's name goes on the scoreboard. And to like figure out all these riddles, because it's basically like the first clue is a riddle, and the creator Halliday was a big 80s fan, and so there's 80s movies references, TV shows, music, video games, and the nostalgia of it all is pretty awesome. And so the people, in order to solve these riddles, just have to have like a whole knowledge of like everything Halliday loved. And they have like his almanac, and people study it, and they watch all these movies trying to pick up to see if there's any clues, and play these video games and this, that, and the other. And I can't even imagine the knowledge you would need to solve these riddles from what it seemed like in this game. The first key, and the 3 keys are, there's a bronze, a jade, and a crystal key. So those are the 3 keys that need to be found. So it's 5 or 6 years later. I think it's 5. It might have been 6. Parsival finds the first key, and then it's on like Donkey Kong, and then other people start finding the first key, and it gets all crazy, and then the evil corporation kicks in, and just it's a crazy intense story, and I couldn't stop reading it. Oh, it kept me up at night. Another one that kept me up late at night. I had a lot of fun with this book. Like I said, the nostalgia from it was amazing. I don't want to get too deep into what happens. I know a lot of people have probably seen the movie. I have not seen the movie. Maybe that I'll see it in the future. I'm not sure. But this book was super, super fun to read. And just like I said before, the nostalgia of all the video games and the references to the 80s movies and all that was pretty cool. So Parzival takes the number one spot on the scoreboard, and the media is trying to get to him. Everyone wants to find out his identity, and then as other people get on the scoreboard, they're trying to find out those people's identities too. And then the evil corporation obviously tries to come after him and the other players and take him down, and just what ensues in this chaotic, crazy story. Who wins? The good guy or the bad guy? Who knows? You'll have to read the book to find out. I don't want to do any spoilers, even though this book's been out for a while. I love this book. I gave it 4 freaking stars. Not just 4 stars, 4 freaking stars. Ready Player One. If you like video games or have any kind of 80s nostalgia, I don't know. This book it was a good time. It was fun. Like super fun. It was like a trip through the memory lane of video games, movies, music, and such. And it was great. Heck yeah, Ready Player One. Thank you for joining me in the Book Nook today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know why sometimes I have to sing things. It just happens. Because I'm a weirdo. That's what I do. Anywho. Until next time.